What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy Dream 1K. We back with another video. Now we got 7 YouTubers who were murdered. Kind of gonna be a sad reaction, but we finna go ahead and see what the deal is, man. Let's go.
As YouTube is now 20 years old, it should come as no surprise that many YouTubers have passed away over the years. Most through natural causes, some through accidents, and some even by their own hands. But there are a small percentage of YouTubers who are actually murdered. And in this video, I'll be covering 7 of them. Here are 7 YouTubers who were murdered. Messi Maya, whose real name was Anthony Barr, was a 22-year-old YouTuber and aspiring rapper from New Orleans who operated the YouTube channel The HHGZ. He gained local fame for his flamboyant style, neon-colored hair, and unfiltered street videos. In his uploads, he roamed the 7th Ward with a camera, making sharp jokes and mocking strangers.
Look at this nigga right here. It be like a burrow egg, bitch. A burrow egg built bitch. No indeed. Not you, miss. I ain't talking about you, miss. I was talking about that man over there. Now, what we gonna talk about now? If you're 50 years old and you still wear braids, bitch, you need to be shot. I'm sitting in Chick-fil-A. That lady booty right there is shaped like a box of Chick-fil-A.
Ooh, is it?
Baby, when I tell you that whole hairstyle over there is giving you a moving mountain, bitch.
His roasting style made him a cult figure in New Orleans, but also drew anger from people he targeted. His catchphrase, "Now who gonna pop me?" was both a taunt and a challenge. Privately, Barr hinted he knew his lifestyle carried risks. He'd spoken about young men in his city not living long, and once warned a friend on Facebook, adding the ominous, quote, "I'll be there soon." He told some friends he might move to Houston to get away from the trouble. On November 14th, 2010, Barr attended a baby shower for his unborn son. As he left the gathering that night, someone ambushed him in the street and opened fire. He was shot multiple times at close range and fell to the ground, bleeding heavily. As he lay dying, someone tried to get help, while another person filmed him with a phone. A graphic photo of his body face down in a pool of blood appeared online within minutes. Many of his fans learned of his death when they saw that image circulating on Twitter. The killing became a trending topic that night, and Barr...
I find it so weird, bro, how, bro, if people, like, if you're, like, a person could be laying there dead, bro, and the first thing a nigga thinks is, like, that nigga's dying, like, oh, bro, he's dying, gang, like, imagine that, bro. You're dying. Niggas just walk up to you. Dang, bro. Hey, how I feel, gang. Like, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, that. Like, why do niggas do that, gang?
Barr's videos received a surge of views from people curious about him. The next week, police arrested 24-year-old Jason Hamilton and announced the case solved after Hamilton confessed. But as his trial approached, a court worker revealed she had seen a video of the shooting posted to YouTube. The video had since been removed, and prosecutors dropped the charge temporarily to find it. Further investigation proved Hamilton had an alibi and was nowhere near the shooting. His lawyer said Hamilton, who had bipolar disorder, gave a fake confession while off his medication. After 3 years in jail awaiting trial, Hamilton was released and the charges were dropped. The real killer has never been identified, and the case remains unsolved. In the years after his death, Barr's videos continued to circulate. Then, in 2016, his voice appeared at the start of Beyoncé's hit song, Formation.
What happened at the New Orleans? What happened at the New Orleans? You know, because, bitch, see, everybody have their own side of the bed. And, bitch, y'all ain't get my side. That's what I'm saying. Y'all ain't get mine.
The music video included imagery tied to New Orleans, connecting the song to Barr's persona. While the sample introduced him to millions who had never heard of him, it also triggered a legal dispute. In 2017, Barr's family sued Beyoncé for $20 million, claiming she used his voice without permission or compensation. Her lawyers argued the brief clips fell under fair use and required no...
You can't do nothing without niggas wanting money, bro. I ain't gonna cap. But I ain't gonna cap though. Beyonce put my voice in like what I was saying in a video, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta give me love, shawty. But you know what? I'll probably just back up off the cloud of that though. Like yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like I'll probably just go crazy off the cloud of that.
Payment, but a judge refused to dismiss the case. It was settled out of court later that year, with the terms undisclosed.
They got paid? Oh my goodness. It worked. It worked.
Tamisha Yvette Ridge, known on YouTube as Misha Boo, built a following with easy-to-follow fashion tutorials and DIY videos, and had grown her channel to roughly 140,000 subscribers. She was also a mother to 3 children and ran an online fabric store where followers could buy the materials she used to craft her designs.
Okay.
Behind her online creativity, Ridge had survived an abusive, on-again, off-again relationship for about 10 years with Demeshlo Green, the father of one of her children. Despite a restraining order and her efforts to move from Los Angeles to Sacramento to escape him, Green bombarded her with threatening calls and texts when she broke things off again after reconciling briefly 5 years later.
Wow.
In mid-May 2014, Ridge had uploaded her final video on May 13th. The next morning, Green flew in from Texas and made his way inside her Sacramento apartment through an unlocked door. Inside, Ridge was sleeping in her bedroom with her cousin asleep on the couch and her children elsewhere. Green went straight to her bedroom and shot her at close range, reportedly with a shotgun, striking her in the face and killing her instantly. Her cousin never heard the gun go off. By the time she realized what had happened, Ridge was already dead. After the shooting,
Bro. Yo, niggas like this, bro. Like I had to just chill for a second, bro. Rest in peace to that girl, bro. Like dudes like this, bro. Like y'all gotta stay away from crazy niggas, bro. Like you just look at it and see it, this nigga eyes something wrong with him, bro. Like come on, bro.
Green fled but turned himself into police about 5 hours later,
Like
admitting to the crime. The first trial ended in a hung jury. Green claimed he only wanted to talk, saying the gun went off during a struggle involving Lee Williams, a man sleeping in Ridge's bed with her. Prosecutors maintained he entered armed with a sawed-off shotgun and confronted them. That trial stalled when jurors couldn't reach a verdict. A second trial took place in 2018. Green was convicted of first-degree murder and being a felon in possession of a firearm. By June of that year,
bro, what a B word, bro. He's just a B word, bro. I ain't go cap. He's just a B word, bro. Like, nigga like me, I get it, bro. You walk in, you see your, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go. Just leave, bro. It is what it is, bro. Some niggas be like, hey, you gotta kill the, like, nah, bro. You just gotta go ahead. Don't even let it be known you knew she was getting clapped. Let her have fun, bro. It's over anyway. You might as well let her have fun. Why ruin it? What's gonna change? She's gonna fuck him another day. You feel me?
Yeah, he was sentenced to 75 years to life in prison. In the immediate aftermath, Ridge's channel and the way she was killed shook both fans and the YouTube community.
Crazy,
her mother
bro.
described Green as abusive and unpredictable, revealing she didn't know he was crazy. She and others decried how dangerous Ridge's situation had been, especially given that her children were in the apartment when she was killed. Tamisha Ridge's career was tragically cut short. She was performing for hundreds of thousands of followers online, teaching them skills and building a brand, and raising her children, all while trying to break free of a violent relationship. Her final video went up mere hours before her ex-partner walked into her home and killed her in cold blood.
Oh, bro. That's freaking crazy, bro. Rest in peace to her, dude.
For climbing. And down the mountains, and now I gotta hide. Because maybe it's a kidnapper. Shoes are super nice. Okay, I'll go first. Ya enak.
Elliot O'Neill Eastman was a 26-year-old American YouTuber from Vermont, living in Cebuco in the Philippines. He'd built a small but engaged following, documenting life in one of the most dangerous corners of the country. He framed himself as the first and only foreigner to live long-term there, offering videos on local customs, weather, food, and even admitting in live streams that he felt unsafe and that his life was at risk, in what he described as a literal red zone. Beyond vlogging, Elliot had been lending money to locals at 20% interest. He didn't just quietly lend either. He discussed it on camera. That, according to the community chatter, made him a target, because in remote regions like Cebuco, money isn't just currency, it's power, and an outsider competing in that space tends to stir resentment, especially when word spreads that he's making a profit off neighbors in need on YouTube for all to see. On October 17th, 2024, those risks became reality. 4 men, dressed as police officers, broke into his home during the night. Elliot resisted, and the intruders shot him. Witnesses and reports say he was hit in both his leg and abdomen using a high-caliber weapon before being dragged out the door. He was shoved onto a speedboat and sped toward the Sulu Sea, leaving their red zone behind with a stain on the floor and an empty M16 cartridge as proof of violence committed inside that house. The Philippine National Police, supported by the FBI, launched a massive search. Within days, 3 suspects were identified as Abdul Sahibad, Mursid Ahad, and Farhad Sahibad, but in a gun battle in November, all 3 were killed by authorities during an operation in the Zamboanga, Sibugay province before being formally charged. A 4th man, the alleged mastermind, named Jakira Sadiq Jamani, was arrested in January 2025 while attempting to escape via sea near the Basilian Strait. Sadiq's confession revealed that Eastman died on the boat the night he was kidnapped, succumbing to his gunshot wounds. The men then allegedly tossed his body into the water. While no body has been recovered, authorities say the evidence points to death at sea. Across the internet, speculation swirled. His money lending was viewed as predatory, with people even saying that his situation was a self-made disaster, saying he went to a no-go zone and became a loan shark to the poorest people, and live streaming that only amplified the danger he was in. From the moment he was kidnapped, Elliot Eastman's last messages, the ones broadcast to followers about how risky his life had become, read like premonitions. The final live stream, shot just hours before the kidnapping, was basically a warning that he himself didn't heed.
Wow, bro, that's sad, bro. That's sad, gang. That really makes
Benjamin
me, like,
Roger
scared
Ross Pardun,
going to other places and like venturing other places. I don't know.
known on YouTube as Warner the Goobermeister, was 16 years old and from Houston, Missouri, where he lived with his parents. He started making YouTube poops in 2013 and earned a small following over the years. One of his most viewed videos was titled "Wait, Don't Tell Me But It's Sung by a Communist," which alone racked over 2 million views by early 2022. His channel amassed around 7.5 million views before his personal life took a very dark and tragic turn. Benjamin was homeschooled, a self-described aromantic asexual, and passionate about learning Spanish, video editing, and about meme culture. He didn't have many real-life friends, but found connections in Discord servers, where he made a global group of online friends he edited with and role-played with. On January 27, 2022, tragedy struck. At his home in Houston, Missouri, a murder-suicide occurred. Police found him dead from multiple gunshot wounds, alongside his mother, Deborah Pardun, and his father, Gregory Pardun, who had taken his own life after shooting them. Once the news emerged, online communities responded in shock. The comments under his last video were filled with simply stunned.
Like, bro.
Father Gregory Pardun, who had taken his own life after shooting them.
Like, bro, if you gonna kill your family, if you gonna kill yourself, why do you kill your family? That makes no sense, nigga. If you gonna go out by yourself, bro. Like, why did you, like, I don't get that, bro. That, like, it makes me mad every single time. You just gonna kill everybody and yourself. Like, what the
Once the news emerged, online communities responded in shock. The comments under his last video were filled with simply stunned sorrow. Fans grappling with the reality that such a young and promising creator could have died in such a horrible way.
That's crazy.
Christina Grimmie started uploading to YouTube in 2009 on the channel Zelda X Love 64. She would upload song covers that would quickly go viral and give her enough momentum to take part on The Voice in 2014, where she finished third, and she would continue releasing original music while touring and still posting content online. By mid-2016, she had built herself a national fanbase and a steady post-Voice career. On June 10th, 2016, she performed with Before You Exit at the Plaza live in Orlando and stayed for a meet and greet with her fans. Security at the venue checked bags, but did not use metal detectors or pat-downs, something that would have disastrous consequences, as one of the fans in attendance had nothing but deadly intentions for Christina. Kevin James Loibel, who was 27 and from St. Petersburg, Florida, had traveled specifically to confront Christina. According to police, he'd brought 2 handguns, loaded magazines, and a large hunting knife. He got in line with the rest of the fans, stepped forward at the table, pulled his pistol, and shot Christina multiple times at point-blank range. Her brother, Marcus, tackled him and drove him back, but during the struggle, Loibel turned his gun on himself and died at the scene. Christina was rushed to the hospital, but pronounced dead shortly after. Investigators tried to build on Loibel's background quickly. A background check showed he had no criminal history, living quietly with his family in St. Petersburg, and could legally buy firearms. What emerged instead was that he was absolutely obsessed with Christina. His co-workers and friends told investigators that Loibel spent most of his waking hours consuming Christina's content and monitoring her social media, and he even described her as his soulmate, and had recently altered his appearance by losing weight, getting eye surgery, having a hair transplant, and getting his teeth whitened, because he believed he could present himself to her. Co-workers said he grew angry and defensive if challenged about the obsession, and days before his trip, told his friends he was tired and ready to ascend. Because the venue was only checking bags, Loibel was easily able to conceal the 2 handguns and knife in his jacket. He was able to get right up to Christina without any objection from security and fire at her from arm's length into her head and torso. If security had been tighter, Loibel would have most likely been stopped before he could kill Christina, as she'd most likely be recording and performing today instead of being gunned down by a lunatic just as her career was beginning to get off the ground.
That's crazy, yo. That's like some people just deranged, bro. Like,
Universal
just weirdos.
Technical Institute's Automotive Technology program can help you develop the skills needed to kick.
Just see weirdos, gang. That's crazy.
Keith Ratliff was the one in charge of procuring firearms for FPS Russia. He managed and co-owned FPS Industries Global, held the federal licensing that let the channel source restricted hardware, and handled the paperwork and logistics that turned ideas into live fire on video. He had moved down from Kentucky to northeast Georgia to build out the operation. By early 2013,
Hold on, my camera died. I really wanna dance for me. I can dance like Michael Jackson. I can give you satisfaction. And I'm waiting for you every day. So I right foot up, left foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we about to slide. Can't let this one slide. Oh crap. Okay. Dang.
he was living and working at a small shop on Hayes Road in Carnesville and using the office as a base for inventory and deals tied to the channel. On January 3rd, 2013, co-workers went to check on him and found his body in that office. Deputies secured the scene then called in the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. An autopsy determined a single gunshot wound to the head, and the manner of death was ruled as homicide. The unsettling part was how controlled the scene looked. GBI agents documented no signs of forced entry and no obvious struggle.
Back door immediately. It's somebody he knew, somebody he trusted. That's the only way. They only needed one bullet.
Surveillance equipment was missing, and investigators noted that some firearms had been taken as well. Based on the scene, they believed he died while he was working, which raised the likelihood that the shooter was someone he knew or trusted enough to let close. Family members told reporters the lack of defensive action made sense only if he felt safe around the person in front of him, or if the shot came fast at close range. His brother was quoted as saying that if Keith did not draw a weapon, he either trusted the individual or was ambushed. To this day, no one has ever been arrested for Keith's murder. After Keith's death, Carl Myers, the man in charge of the FPS Russia channel, tried to keep the channel going after a 9-month hiatus, but video production eventually ceased, with no new content coming since April 2016.
Rest in peace to him, man. That's crazy.
Asia McGowan was a 20-year-old college student from Michigan who ran a small YouTube channel. She posted upbeat dance routines, vlogs, and comedy skits on her channel. Asia was an aspiring actress and dancer, with her father recalling that she had been planning to audition for a TV dance competition. But in April 2009, Asia's life was cut short by a brutal act of violence. One of Asia's own schoolmates turned out to be the threat. This schoolmate was 28-year-old Anthony Powell, who was also a YouTuber, but a very different kind. Unlike Asia, who obviously just wanted to entertain her audience, Powell was basically a complete nutjob who would rant to the camera about how much he hated atheists and black women.
We have to stand together. These fucking Muslims are gonna strap bombs to their bodies. They're gonna come at us. They're gonna try to blow us up. These fucking atheists are gonna sit back and insult us, call us insane. And we got these Jehovah's Witnesses that they call us evil. We gotta stand together, my Christian brothers and sisters. We have to. If we don't, then we're all gonna just fall. It's as simple as that.
I think, bro, he gotta be standing alone. I don't know who he talking about. He ain't talking about me.
These Muslims, these atheists, these other religions, any of these people, these homosexuals, are our enemies. They're our enemies. And we have to stand against them and take them down.
The fairy tales of evolution is entertaining, it is satire, and this comment is the funniest comment ever. I'm laughing!
What makes me feel unstoppable? Forward motion.
I don't like ceilings, I don't like walls.
Keep pushing it forward.
And he had a particular hatred for McGowan, as she was an African-American woman who also just happened to be an open atheist. In fact, he had apparently become so obsessed with her that he had been stalking Asia through both her YouTube and even her Facebook before things escalated. For Asia McGowan herself, the harassment soon became impossible to ignore. Powell's toxic videos appeared to inspire some of his viewers to bombard Asia's YouTube page with vicious comments. And about a week before the incident, she posted a video addressing her YouTube haters directly.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Okay, this don't go out to all the YouTube people. It goes out to just my YouTube haters. Yeah, so finally paid attention to you. But anyways, not to sound all like, but for real though, like, for the people that just felt like they had to come on my page and hate and think that they were going to get like some comments back from me when you thought wrong, and I just feel like it's stupid to leave messages on people's pages when you don't even have any videos on your pages and your page is blank, and you think that you just hate on mine. So yeah, I just want to take you to school a little bit, haters. When you hate, you feel as if you're here, and the other person is down here. And when you hate, this is what you do. Bringing the other person up, and you bring yourself down because you hate, and then you making that person look famous, and you just bringing a lot of spark to them. So why you?
I ain't gonna lie. Let me see.
That don't make any sense. That just go against logic, for real though. So anyway, so on my page, it just felt like you had to say seriously, like people just checking my page out and then scroll down. You gonna see good messages because you got some real good people out there just like watching people having fun on videos who's true. But then as you scroll down, and you tap and you just see all these B-I-T-C-H, and I ain't trying to cuss like a family around. Just saying all this crazy stuff. So yeah, don't hate, congratulate. Cause I'm like a now lady. I'm here to save it.
Yo, you can tell this is back then, bro. Oh my goodness. Bro, this is some stuff my mama would have said.
You can pop me in, an hour later. I'm always gonna be here. Elegant. That was just fun. That was just a little freestyle. But anyways, haters, find some constructive time and critique something that needs to be critiqued, not me, okay? So anyways, yeah, on my videos, I act silly. I do little skits and everything, but I usually don't upload a lot of videos because I don't really have time. And when I do get time, I try to put as much as I can. So I do have 2 dance videos that I just put out. Me and my sister acting crazy, acting silly. And then I have this video. So I had to give a shout out to the haters. Now the haters, this is what you can do. The haters, this you on my screen. Bounce off the screen and bounce off my page. And for the people that like what I'm doing, stay right here. We all cool. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, people, find something better to do and stop getting on my page and write stupid messages, okay? It's ghetto, it's tacky, and you need to find some better time. So yes, have a lovely day, and for all the people that like my videos, I love you, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted.
She had no way of knowing that the man behind that harassment, Anthony Powell himself, was about to confront her in real life. The situation reached its deadly climax on April 10th, 2009. That day, Asia and Powell were both on campus at Henry.
For my birthday, bro. And you know what the crazy thing is? I promise you, every time I'm watching videos like this, I always just hear like bad stuff happening around my birthday, and it's like, dang.
Before Community College in Dearborn, attending a theatre class together. It's worth noting that while Powell definitely knew Asia, she didn't actually know him, as all the hate towards her was coming from that while Powell definitely knew Asia, she didn't actually know him, as all the hate towards her was coming from YouTube comments and she didn't actually watch his videos. Powell was basically just a stranger with a twisted fixation. Sometime that afternoon, he armed himself with a shotgun and cornered Asia alone in an empty classroom. He shot Asia at point-blank range with the shotgun, killing her on the spot. He then turned the gun on himself. By the time the police rushed in, it was too late. They found them both dead in the classroom, with the shotgun lying nearby. Asia McGowan's YouTube channel.
Just a weird dude, bro. He probably wanted to be with the shorty, bro. That's just weird, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you a believer, gang, and if you ever come across somebody who's not a believer, bro, don't bully them, bro. Don't try to make them feel like they less of a person or nothing, bro. Talk to them, gang. Feed them some seeds, bro. You feel me? Feed them some seeds, and maybe one day it will grow. That's all you gotta do is just spread the gospel a little bit. Hey, look, I know you don't believe in God, but look, we still his children. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a believer at one point.
Remained online for many years following her death. Unlike Powell's, which was almost immediately removed by YouTube after the incident, Asia's channel was not taken down. Her videos stayed online and could be viewed by the public. In a way, her channel became sort of an unintentional memorial, with viewers continuing to find her content and leave comments well after she passed away. However, over a decade later, something unexpected happened. In late September 2021, Asia's channel was reportedly hacked and renamed Ripple Gans. Within days, YouTube terminated that channel entirely. This removal in 2021 wiped Asia's original uploads from the platform, and only 3 have since been recovered. And unfortunately, there is no way to bring her channel back. All that remains of her channel now are 3 screen captures on the Wayback Machine. And as you can see, this one has some very interesting choices in the related channels section. I don't know what YouTube was thinking putting them there.
Related channel: Elliot Rogers, Lens Cap Productions, Maya Booth, Mesa Bo. Like, who is these people? Were these all the people that got murdered before? Wow.
And that's the end of the video, folks. Got nothing really to add here, so